I'm gonna have to rain down in a godly fucking firestorm on you.
Okay, we're gonna go through this real quick. The WZ111 versus the IS6, IS3A, and the FCM. Okay, DPM wise, it falls behind the curve. Penetration, it's standard for Russian. It still falls behind these two here. Damage, again, is standard Russian. Rate of fire is, as you can see, is complete shit compared to the other tanks. With a reload time of almost 12 seconds, yeah, that's not good. Okay, shot velocity, again, slightly better than the IS6, but falls behind the other two significantly. But you do have a higher ammo capacity. Okay. Aim time is shit for a Russian tank at 3.26. Accuracy at 0.44, again, is shit for a Russian tank. The elevation is quite a good bit better than the other two tanks, but again, gun depression at 5, yeah, not really good. Okay. Speed. It says 50. You're not going to get up to 50 as you used to. Used to be before all the time I would get up to 50 on the level ground surface and everything else like that. I'm not sure what they've done to the resistance, but it's slower than it was before because you get up to 45, but 50 you don't get into anymore. Power weight ratio, as you can see, is comparatively crap to the other ones. IS6 is higher. Why it got a buff, I have no idea, in the FCM. Okay. Terrain resistance, as you can see here, it's better than some, about the same as the IS6. Armor. Hull armor is 120, 60, and you can see it's better than the rest of them. Turret armor, again, 230, 120, and 60. Great turret armor, better than IS6. Not better than the IS3, but better than the FCM. Okay? Now, this is where the problem lies. The ammo rack health, number one, and actually where the ammo rack actually is, but I will talk about that at a little bit later time. Okay, view range, yes, it actually is better than most of the other Russian heavies, or better than most heavies for that, except for the FCM. Shell cost, again, is pretty high for it's standard for Russian tank. You figure that you would actually make more money with the lower shell cost, but they left the same. The only one that benefits from that is the FCM. Okay, pretty heavy tank, so therefore, you figure it's not really slow. Okay, now this is tier limited, where the other ones are not, and it does have a great camo rating. So, if you train your crew for camo, it will benefit you. I've been enough times where they haven't seen me until the last possible second. Okay. Now, lower plate is shit. I don't care what angle you can angle it this extreme here. That's the only time you'd get a ricochet. But other than that, at that point they can shoot your sides. So the lower plate is crap. The upper plate is, again, very effective. You will troll a lot of people on, especially if they're face hugging you. They'll try to aim here or here, and they will bounce all the time. Okay, gun mantler edge is ridiculously strong. As you can see, even the cheeks on this side is ridiculously strong. Only place they can actually shoot you at, if they're facing you, they can try to shoot you here. And again, if you're moving back and forth, wiggling back and forth this slit, they can't even hit you here. So, but your lower plate, they will always hit you at. Now, this is the problem. When your side is scraping and you're trying to do like this, you'll get hit in the tracks right here. Now, you can almost guarantee when you get hit in the tracks here instead of from side scraping, you will get ammo racked. For some odd reason, the way this tank is designed, the ammo rack is right along here. So every time, I have not been in any game where I have not gotten ammo rack in this tank. Some games I've gotten an ammo rack multiple times. So you will be bringing 2 repair kits. Fire extinguisher will not help you in this tank here. Okay. Now, if they are using auto aim, you can see there's a strip right here that runs along the whole center line section. Auto aim aims for the center line, and it will hit right here, and you will troll a lot of people who use auto aim. you will bounce a crap load of shots. Now, if they actually aim lower here, of course they will pin you. And if they slump the above, they will pin you. Or they can aim for your turret at the side. Okay. From the back, well, you just know you're going to be pinned. Alright, we'll go into some gameplay. And we'll get more into it in battle. Alright, folks, I'm bringing you the replay. Now we are in the 914, and of course we do have the new gun sounds, which unfortunately I do not like. Though they sound a bit better than the prior ones, there's just, you cannot tell the difference between the sounds between the calipers anymore or things like that. Okay, you see I'm actually spotted on this side here. And I'm actually the only person on this side here. Now, as you can see by the XVM, basically that the other team has a crap load of greens and blues. And we have one blue. So when you pick up the scores, you see it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side that have good scores compared to theirs. Okay. Now, since I'm the only one on this side here trying to hold this side, the thing I decided to do is to pull back, not let anybody get behind me and get through. Again, this tank is not blessed with the greatest view range, so you got to do the best you can. Now you see we're down 2, and you see I'm spotted. The minute I get spotted, I always pull back. There's just no way I'm going to try to, run this side by myself. So since I didn't see anybody shooting at me from this side here, I know there's only one tank on this side here, so it's time for me to go over and try to put some damage into him. And I blew the first shot of the bulldog, excuse me. He bounced his shot. Bounced another shot. Good meaty shot into him. And as you see, that's the thing about this tank. It is forever, ever getting ammo racked. So forget to bring fire extinguisher with this tank here because you're going to constantly get ammo racked. I have not had any game in this side of this tank where I have not been ammo racked. Okay. So fix and repair the ammo rack. Now I was going to head back towards base. And then I seen there was no one really in the middle. So see the AT-8 there, and I can't really get a shot off. I see the SP-C1, it's trying to flank in the background, so again I decided, I better actually go around this way here and try to flank as well. Now, one of the good things about this thing, it does have again, as I already showed you, a decent amount of speed. It does seem like its terrain resistance still has the nerf to it, so it's not as fast as it used to be. I did remember this tank getting up to, about 50, going downhill, or even on level ground, getting a decent thing. Okay. And wow, I only tracked him. Now again, that's the new gun sounds when it loads your thing. Okay, sorry, take the shot. Now again, that's great for immersion, but some of the sounds just get muddled. All right, see the comment coming towards me, so and bounce. Bounce another shot again. If it hits you in the turret there, wow! And I just got clobbered by Artie. but that's okay. And no. So, time for me to keep going. Well, look at there. We're losing badly, and they're starting to cap. Yeah, you see how long time it takes for the aim to actually go in? That's another bad thing about this tank. It just, wow. I feel like you're aiming forever. All right. Well, I see the CDC is over there, but I got to get the cap to reset. All right. Well, damn, it's just 2 left. Okay. Well, I see you. And he bounces. Now, my job is actually to reset cap, so it's best to hit him, and that resets the cap. Bounce again. Bye-bye. Now, everybody always says, well, don't use HE. Yeah. I carry HE just for that reason. Only 3 shells, but that 3 shells, as you've seen, reset cap. Took out 2 other tanks. So, for the people that says, oh, don't use HE, stop bitching and moaning about it. You need to carry it just for that purpose, the reset cap. Because if I bounce any of those shots, well, we would have lost. All right. So basically, it's me versus Artie left. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait out the clock. But I also wanted to get so that the base is over there. I wanted to make sure that I was close enough to this corner so if he came around that way, I could be covered. All right. So, got my standard ammo loaded and back up to see if I can see anything. And whoa, lo and behold, Artie. Oh, what? Oh, fail. 1 HP. 1. You just gotta love RNG. But okay. Well, I'm just going to just wait out the clock. Well, again, tank here is great tank for, you know, what it is. But would I buy this tank again? The answer is a resounding no. Again, it's just too many little problems, and for it to be ammo racked all the time is a definite problem. Well, okay, here's the post game on that battle. As you can see here, only a class 2. This is about as much as I usually get on this tank. It was a class 2. Again, got the hand of God because everybody shot at me and I bounced a lot of shots. Duelist and fighter. Okay, steel wall, you will get a lot of that in this tank here. And got defender. Okay. Now, as you can see here, I did not get a lot of damage into this game here. Most of my damage came at the end and actually trying to save the battle. So let's look at it. I did get 4 kills and second most in XP. Again, got a lot of little medals and everything. So let's look at the detail report. Okay, 10 shots fired, 8 hit. Of that 8, 6 actually pinned. and 1 by splash. Okay. Now, most of my damage, of course, is going to be up close and personal. Made 44,000 credits, and actually after cost and everything else, so they only pulled in 26. Again, premium bonus for the tier, so I made about 1,000 XP. Would I actually buy this tank again, given the chance? The answer is a resounding no. Again, it doesn't make enough credits to cover it. You'd get more credits buying the FCM, or even though I don't really like the JagTech 8.8, but it will print more credits than this does. You will burn through a lot of credits on the simple fact is you always will have to repair your ammo rack at least once a game. Sometimes twice in the game. So if it's twice in the game, that's 23,000, 3,000 for the first ammo rack, and another 20 to use the total repair kit again. So at that point there, if I'd used both of those, I would have made 3,000 in this game here. And that's more often than not happens in this tank here. So unless you're training a Chinese crew for this tank, I wouldn't get it now. Right now, I know they're running a special. They're trying to get people to use this tank as reward, and they're giving away the basically Brothers in Arms crew. I have Brothers in Arms in this tank. I have 4 perks on this tank here, and it's still not as good as a KV4. With the recent buff to the IS-6, again, out of all the tanks that's in the game right now for tier 8, priority would be the lowest that I would actually get for this tank here. It would have to be the last one on Earth to buy again. Well, let's walk on through here. Give you a coverage of the WZ111. I hope you liked the review. Please like and subscribe, and I'll check you later. Warp out.